What up again, people? Shut my door a little bit here. So, get this shit, right? You want to talk about market manipulation? You want to talk about what you can do if you put $1 billion into the market in about 1 minute? That's what can happen. You can break the trend. And what happens when you break a trend? Come on, people. Think about it. You make other people think we're breaking the trend, right? You make people think we're on the upside, we're on the breakout. This is what makes me fearful that we're not. Because if you want to pump something so bad, these guys probably have a 10 million billion fucking Cardano already. 10 million billion. Sorry, I had some peanuts in my tea still. I'm flabbergasted. Look at the fucking volume here, man. But look at the hot. Oh man, it's just wrong. I'll show you another funny little thing here. So we had our nice little setup, right? Oh, I'm gonna take this leather off so you don't think I'm farming. My leather wrapped phone. 5 minutes, boom. So they've probably done one trade. It takes probably a couple of minutes for all of the exchanges to get it on, get it put on Tether or whatever, Binance, all that shit. They all have to cross-train. Takes minutes. Not for the transaction, not for to make the money. It takes minutes before everyone figures out what's going on. Now by then, they're bought, they're in. So there you go. Now they're just waiting for the pump. 5 minutes pass, boom. Got the second one. Now, retail have just have just seen a breakout. They have not checked for confirmation yet, but there's a lot of people that don't do that, and I'm one of the people that do not do that, which I should. But I'm the kind of guy that wants to save pennies when he can make dollars. It's really stupid. But you should always let it come back down, test, and then bounce off that. Okay? It has to reject or confirm. Otherwise, it's not a breakout. Okay? Just so everyone knows. I'm gonna use some tips here, real quick beginner tips. You got to break out, something pops out of what we would call here. I just call it a closing wedge formation, where you got highs and lows, and they get closer and closer together. Now, don't mind this small area here. Okay, everything before and after this was exactly where it should have been. This is why I know this is FUD. So that comes in. What was I just talking about? They break it. Then the retailers come in, can pump a bit more. Then they probably sell, right? And then down it comes. But this is what retail want as well, because they want confirmation. Now, it went a bit under, closed under, but look what happened then. It bounced back out. So in a lot of people's ones, that was confirmation too. But then the volume wasn't there, and that shows it wasn't the big institutions. It was not the institutions. It was not the big money. People that are running, this is how you know something's a breakout. Because big money are involved. Like what I'm showing you right here, this volume here. That's big money. But there wasn't a breakout that was confirmed for them to even do their shit. This was just simply manipulating us to jump in. That's all there was. There was nothing more to it. Because look at the decline in volume. Now we're back down to dead down fucking shit pancakes. Motherfuckers. So anyway, so about confirmation to a lot of people probably was confirmation, and they threw some money in, and here we are now. We're back where we started. So I'm not gonna change my trajectory. I still think within the next few hours, because if you look on the hourly, we only closed 1 hour over. Okay, so, and that was the manipulated hour. So I'm not gonna place that in. Even this one here, we almost got there. We didn't break it. I could technically move it up a little tiny bit for that last green candle, but I'm not going because This is all written on the back of complete market. I mean, look at that. It's one candle. It sticks out like a sore thumb. Where else do you find this shit? Like, just look anywhere else for it. Maybe there's a big sell-off, but look at the buy straight after it. Oh, hang on. There's one. What is this? Hang on. I think we got something here good. What is this? Oh, look at this. Oh, that was that killer. That was the death. That was the death shot, wasn't it? No, that was a 83. $5 to 8. That's a 20%. Oh, that's a. No, you know what that is. That's a lot of back and forward. That's what that is. That's that people watching this moving average and trying to stay up on it. That's what I think that is. See, a lot of people would be looking at that and saying that's a buy. Anything under this moving average is a buy. See, it's always stayed above it. It's doing it again. Stays at this yellow line I'm talking about, which I'm pretty sure it's a 50 EMA. I can't remember what I've said to that. Fucking hell, I think it is. I set this shit up so weird and I don't even remember what I'm doing half the time. So this is not technical analysis, right? This is just some basic tips to help you out here. If you can find a moving average that the stock likes to respect, so type in 50 EMA, 100, 20, 200, 21, 10, make up any fucking number you want. Just keep making up a number until you see the stock sit at it. If it's constantly bouncing off it, not good dipping under it, then you know you're pretty safe that if you buy under that line, you're probably either in a complete market correction to the point where like the collapse of the fucking Bitcoin, or you got a sale. We're on sale. So again, we're back here again, you know, in this hour here, halfway through the hour. We're trying. Like, it's not like we're not trying here, but volume's just dead now. It's gone. And this is why I know this is manipulation to its finest, at its finest. I'm always thinking about the babies, man, the poor little babies. The Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, with the Virginia mayor. Am I saying it right? Virginia governor. That's what I didn't say right, because I'm not saying governor. Virginia governor, I think, wants to approve third trimester abortions, and he talks about delivering the baby and then deciding whether or not to keep the baby. That's called murder. That's not called abortion. Sorry, in a dictionary, I don't know what it comes under, but once you're living away from the parent, like, that's why people say it's my body, my choice, and all that shit. By the way, I don't bring my own politics into this. Well, I do sometimes. I'm pro-life. I think, you know, there's circumstances where abortion is needed, but it's not a fucking. It's not a. How can we put it? A band-aid, condom, contraceptive pill, because that's what it's becoming. Fucking sickens me. But anyway, anyone that's had an abortion out there, I'm not judging you at all. You know, everyone has their own circumstances, their own life. Anyone's had to deal with problems. I probably never have to. I have 5 children. I love them all to death. I never want to give any of them up for every Cardano on the planet. But anyway, I thought I'd throw that in there because it comes down to these rich elites that really do run a lot of this shit. Like, who the fuck would pass a bill to deliver a child after it's born and then kill it? I mean, to deliver a child and then kill it and say abortion. Call it abortion. And these are the people, I believe, I may be wrong, might be some really lovely billionaires out there that are purposely dumping $1 billion into Cardano in 5 minutes just to make more money. That's what they're doing it for. Problem is, they can't keep doing it, because if they break our closing wedge here, then the actual Cardano that they do own, because this isn't all they don't just throw it in and then pull it out. They know the future of crypto just as much as we know the future, and the future is that this will be the future. Crypto is the future. Fiat is dead. Fiat is fucking dead. Listen to me, people. Stop saving up in fiat. Just stop it. Just stop. Even if you have to swap to a different altcoin every fucking day of the week to keep it above board, put the effort and time into it. If you can spend your lunch breaks just watching a couple of charts, even on, like on this, if you go back on, see that there's a replay button, you can even click the replay button and it'll replay a certain segment of minutes, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. You can go back to this time frame, which I'll put out here for you. So this is, I've put it on Central Time, I think, 0, or it might be on LA time, I can't remember what I put on. So 1st of March, 1600 hours, it's 4 p.m. Look that up, man. Look up that hour, go through it, watch that pump, watch how quick it did it, what it did. I haven't even looked back at it yet, but I'm telling you right now, man. But anyway, this one, this might be actually the breakout. Literally, might be it. This might be the truth. Finally, the truth shall set us free. But I'm going to leave it there so I can upload this right now, so somebody can watch this now and maybe make a trade off it. But wait for confirmation, people. Wait for confirmation. Let it come up. Let it come back down. Let it touch. Then buy. And you know what? Like I said before, that's what I'd say do. This is what I'd advise people to do, even though this is not legal advice. This is just bro science here. I wouldn't wait. I'd just buy. I would have been suckered right into this, but at least I would have still been in this setup, because I know Cardano is always going to make its way back. But I don't wait for confirmation, only because these things can run. Sometimes they just run out of patterns. They run clear out of them. They don't come and test. You could lose a week of your, like, you just, sometimes I suppose you do have to just put the phone down and just give up the trade and wait for the retest. It'll come back eventually. It usually does, but not always. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that I'm going to lose days out of my life waiting for a trade. Where I'd rather lose $100, to be honest. So that's how I look at it personally. You can all look at it any way you want. Think about a stop loss. Right? They do that because a breakout that doesn't pull back, then you can set $100 stop loss on it. You see a breakout, put it in there. If it drops back at $100, let it come back down and test, and then re-enter. That's a good option. That's a strategy. I'm not telling any of you to do this shit, but I'm telling you this is the most contested area in volume, as you can see with all this grey shit over on the right here, that we have. Like, it is going on. Man, look at that shit. It's reaching out. This is on hourly. So, you know, we got some others here, down here, and I think it just reaches the same, and that was at the dollar mark. And that's like the most, psychological level there is. This ain't psychological. It's nothing psychological at $1.30. It's just this closing wedge. That's the only thing psychological. Anyway, I'm going to leave you that. Like I said, I think it's about to happen. Look, we're running out of time here. Look at this. How many hours do you think we got? A couple more? Anyway, peace out, people. Guys and girls, everyone in between. May the alphabet people reign supreme. Love ya.